I feel, ang hirap maging totoo kasi katabi ko yung boss.
So today, I asked my team to take a break muna sa work. We're gonna assess how she does her work and productivity system.
It's cool to know na these years, nakahandle ko na pala yung mga emotions properly.
You wanted to witness, prioritize like a CEO, in real life. So, as we know, this quarter, we're gonna focus our content sa productivity, time management, leadership, and with our workshop and self-paced course na prioritize like a CEO. With us is Aldrin. Aldrin.
Hello.
And of course, Alan Gray.
Hello, it's me.
So Alan Gray, as you know, is our sales and community growth partner. For today, we're gonna assess how she does her work and productivity system. And just like in our Prioritize Like a CEO, we start with the assessment of the personality traits. So the big 5 personality traits, in short, OCEAN. Ang acronym niya is OCEAN. Openness, C is conscientiousness, E is extroversion, A is agreeableness, and N is neuroticism. So we have here the workbook that we actually use. Si Allen ay sasagutin niya to. Allen will take and answer this personality trait assessment. This is just a simple one. Unlike more complex personality tests ni Jordan Peterson, I recommend check it out also if you want a full and detailed assessment. But in the meantime, let's try my simple workbook here. And isa-isahin to ni Alan Gray. Okay, so let's start with the openness and to experience na trait. Each trait, meron siyang 8 to 10 questions. And then, i-scorean lang siya. 1 is the lowest, 10 is the highest. And then after that, we're gonna average. So we know ano yung level of trait ni Allen. Bawa openness, kung nag-average siya sa 8 or to 10, sabihin mataas yung kanyang openness to experience. Alright, so first question.
Okay, so yeah, for the openness to experience, ito yung nag-reflect down ng level of creativity, curiosity, and willingness to explore new ideas and experiences. So parang dun palang nakita ko na siya. But for the first question, I enjoy trying new foods, traveling to unfamiliar places, or experimenting with new hobbies. So, may 100 ba dito? Lagi natin.
1 to 10, 10 is the highest. Okay, 10.
Yes, I'm a 10. I often seek new ideas, books, or knowledge, even when I'm not required to. I'm a 10.
Okay.
I embrace change easily and get excited about new opportunities. Yes. I prefer variety and novelty over routine and repetition. 10. I enjoy brainstorming and thinking outside the box to solve problems. Ooh, yes.
So, you enjoy variety. So, like right now, we took a break and mag-vlog tayo. So,
yes. I'm curious about how things work and often ask how or why or how. Yes, I am. I find myself daydreaming or imagining different scenarios frequently. Gawin natin ng 10 because lagi ko yung ginagawa. I'm open to feedback and different perspectives even if they challenge my beliefs. Yes! I enjoy engaging in creative activities like writing, painting, or music, of course.
yun. Pareho tayo dyan,
I adapt quickly when faced with unexpected situations or changes in plans.
So, if you're gonna average that, almost 99 something, 9.9.
Ang sabi lang, I adapt quickly. Hindi naman sinabi doon kung nagkakamali ba.
Okay. Alright, so obviously, mataas ang openness to experience ni Alan Gray, no? Let's move forward. So, ano ba yung conscientiousness?
Ayan. This trait reflects your level of organization, dependability, and attention to detail. Ito na.
Ayan, yan yung pagiging OC.
I create to-do lists or schedules to stay organized. Na lahat ng pader may sulat ng schedule.
Oo nga.
I meet deadlines consistently without needing last-minute pressure. 7. And I double-check my work to ensure accuracy and completeness. Double-check ko siya, pero pag nagawa ko na, may mali pa din. So, lagay natin yun sa 6. I feel, ang hirap maging totoo kasi katabi ko yung boss.
Yeah, okay lang yan. I'm open to new experience.
Ayan. Tapos feeling ko pag may sinagot ako na medyo napataas na pababa, sabihin ni sir, are you sure?
One thing siguro to note is that there's no right or wrong answers here. No, it's really plainly being transparent, so we know exactly what's your personality. And again, the objective is to customize your productivity system based on your traits.
Yes. And syempre, regardless kung nandito ka or hindi, ito rin yung mga magiging sagot ko. So,
Yes.
I feel uncomfortable when things are messy or disorganized. I feel uncomfortable most of the time. Pero kapag ka nandito na ako sa scenario, gumugulo na yung paligid and I'm doing my thing. So, ano ako dun? Siguro, 8?
8, okay.
I plan ahead and consider future consequences before acting. Yes. Lagyan natin yung sa 8 din yan. I can be relied on to follow through with commitments. I can be relied, pero nagkakamali ako. So, 9.
Okay.
I prefer structure and routine spontaneity. Ayoko ng
Mas
routine.
gusto mo yung good structure kesa being
Yes.
spontaneous?
I mean, ayoko ng structure. Gusto ko yung spontaneous.
So,
I mean, gusto ko ng
bababa ka
structure. Ayoko ng routine. Gusto ko ng spontaneity.
Okay. So, hati.
Yung routine lang yung hindi ko na ano siya. Siguro, I prefer structure and routine.
When you say routine kasi, it's also
Structure.
para siyang systematic.
Pero may mga times na sumusunod ako sa system. May mga times.
Sumusunod sa galaw mo?
Rejoice. Sige, lagyan natin ng, kasi naniniwala naman ako na kapag meron kang structure or meron kang routine, then mas makukuha mo yung outcome na dapat. Parang yung napakinggan ko nga last time.
You're right.
Habit needs to be established.
Hindi, you
first
believe,
before
pero
mind.
yung actual practice mo, what is it? Like in my case, no? If I define a system and it's not being followed, I'm stressed. Ikaw ba the same thing? Or you can easily let go kapag it's okay?
I'm comfortable with changes in the structure kasi nga, yun. So siguro, ano ko dito?
Yan.
8 is fine.
Okay.
Okay. I take pride in being punctual and prepared. I am prepared, pero I'm not punctual.
Okay.
So-
Fair.
So, 8 sa prepared.
Okay.
Okay. I break large tasks into smaller manageable steps. Sometimes super small. So, sige, lagay natin dyan na 10. Na minsan sa super small, nagtatagal na ako. Ayan. I'm highly self-disciplined even when I don't feel motivated.
Be
Siguro
honest.
sa ano ko dito ito naman lagi na lang may be honest. Hindi, ako kasi parang nasa isip ko, lagay ko na 8. Kasi kahit may mga panahon na hindi ako motivated, I know na meron akong kailangan gawin, ginagawa ko pa rin siya.
Okay.
And gagawa ako ng paraan sa sarili ko to make something enjoyable. Ganon. So, I am not saying I'm highly disciplined, pero I can do tasks even when I'm not motivated.
Alright. So, can you average that?
So,
Add natin tapos divide by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
7 plus 6
Plus 8, plus 10, plus 8. Yun, divide by 10. 8.2. Okay.
Okay, so my conscientiousness is
8.2.
pasado pa naman
Wait,
sa
pakilagay mo nga
checks.
doon. Sa tabi niya.
Ayan.
8.2. Alright. So, we're gonna have a break kasi we're gonna have a Starbucks break. That's our routine every time we drive to Manila. Starbucks break.
Yes.
Starbucks, baka naman. Sponsorship. Alright, extroversion, number 1.
Okay, number 1, I feel energized after social gatherings or spending time with others. I say I'm a 7, pero as I grow older, parang bumababa din. Anyway, I enjoy leading group activities or being the center of attention. I say I enjoy, but I do not initiate. So, I can say I am 10. I enjoy it. I find it easy to start conversations with strangers. Yes, 10. I thrive in environments with lots of interaction and collaboration. I can thrive, yes, 10. I prefer group activities over spending time alone. I can be a part of a group, pero I do also enjoy my alone time.
Gusto ko alone. Pero ngayon, mas gusto ko nun.
Ibaligtad naman yun sa akin. Before, gusto ko yung
Group.
group. Ngayon, I enjoyed yung lone time. I feel confident expressing my thoughts and opinions publicly. 10, I enjoy networking and meeting new people in professional settings. 10, I seek out social events or gatherings in my free time. Seek out.
Ako, I do.
Mhm. Parang naranasan ko one time yung lone time and I felt, okay pala to. So, I'm okay with the social events, pero I'm not someone to seek it out. So, 8, I feel comfortable making small talk in various situations. Yes. Yan. I often initiate plans with friends or colleagues. Dati ako to eh. Kasi madalas din, nagjo-join naman ako pag merong ano. So,
Okay.
pero being myself, sige, lagay na lang natin na 9.
9, okay.
Mm-mm.
Average natin. So, 9. So, you're an
Yes.
extrovert.
Mhm.
Yun. Right
Okay.
next. So, agreeableness is somehow, in other terms, ano siya? People pleaser. Are you a people pleaser?
Meron akong ganun eh. Parang in my own
Can you read ano yung
opinion.
description dyan?
So, agreeableness, this trait reflects your level of compassion, cooperation, and empathy towards others. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Number 1.
I go out my way to help others even when it's inconvenient. I can say it's a 9. Yes. Kahit unti magbubukas lang ng pinto, pinagbubukas ko pa yung iba. I prefer to avoid conflicts and try to keep peace. Depende eh. Depende sa
Ako hindi.
close.
Tingin ko pag may conflict, nire-raise mo.
Actually, yun yung gusto kong banggitin. It depends sa tao. If you matter to me, I will raise it. If you don't matter, I will just let it go. So what?
I think that we're talking about just things that matter.
Having the conflict makes peace. Kasi I cannot have that peace if hindi ko nagawa yung conflict. Hindi ko naayos yung conflict.
Okay. So, may time to time lang. Pag it doesn't matter, you don't need to.
I listen carefully to others and empathize their feelings. I'm easy to forgive, pero I never forget. I value harmony and teamwork over competition. I often compromise to maintain good relationships. Yes. I cannot say I'm uncomfortable, pero I feel sorry for them. Yun. So, I do volunteer and contribute. I trust people easily and believe in their good intentions. Before, I'm a complete 10. I trust people easy. Ngayon, as I meet a lot of
Skeptical ka na.
people, yes, medyo skeptical. And syempre, I trust my gut than people. So,
Yeah.
ayan. I'm sensitive to others' needs and feelings in group settings. Yun naman.
Agreeable.
8.7 ako dito sa agreeableness.
Alright, so let's continue. Okay, last trait na tayo. Neuroticism. Right? Ano ibig sabihin? Neuroticism.
Yeah. Okay. Neuroticism, it's basically emotional stability. This trait reflects how you handle stress, anxiety, and emotional ups and downs.
Alright.
Oh, wow.
So yan, it's a reverse. No? So 10 means, can you go up? 10 means, this rarely applies to me. 1, this describes me perfect. So that
So-
rarely applies to you or
Maybe a 2 or 3. So, actually, with the skills that I have, skill sets ko, confident ako doon. Talagang G ako doon. Lalo na when it comes to posting, singing, or coordinating some stuffs and all. Pero, when it comes to corporate work, I know hindi ako at my best. Kasi, new siya sa akin. So,
Pero are you confident that mabilis mo siyang matutunan or hindi mo siya?
yes.
Okay. If you're confident na mabilis mo siyang matutunan, then lower yung sagot mo dapat.
A 2 or a 3. What do you think? Won't you
3?
change? Okay, thank you. Kita mo na may doubt pa rin. Hindi pala ganun ka-confident. Nagtanong pa sa iba. Okay. I maintain a positive outlook even when things don't go as planned. Yes. Okay, yes. Ano ko dyan? 10.
Baliktad.
Ayaw nga pala. Kita ko na. Ano ko dyan? 1. Wow, may 1 ako. Yan. I manage stress through healthy coping mechanisms. Yes. 1. I don't dwell on mistakes or negative experiences. Yes, hindi ako nagdadwell, pero natatandaan ko siya. So, I rarely experience mood swings or I rarely experience mood swings or emotional fluctuations.
Is that describe you?
Siguro sa, nisip ko kung 4 or 6 eh.
Mhm.
Pero hindi siya 5. Kasi may mga times na nararanasan ko yon and hinahayaan ko siyang mag-eat in me. Pero may mga times naman na I can control it. So, 2.4.
2.4. Yun!
Okay.
Congratulations!
Yes, thank you so
So, ang
much.
sabi dito, if we want to interpret the result, yung mga scores na 7 to 10, the trait is strong part of your personality. So, meaning, those traits na mababa ka, instead of leveraging that trait, i-delegate mo na lang. Now, for example, ang easy answer dyan, kung introvert ka, at ikaw yung business owner, hindi ka bagay sa sales and networking. Mag-hire ka ng people for sales and networking for you. Right, so that's how we will interpret the results later, no? But in the meantime, just a summary, let's go from the top. So Allen's openness to experience is mataas, nasa 9+, no? Conscientiousness is 8.2, extrovert 9, agreeableness 8.7, and then neuroticism, your emotional stability, pag mataas kasi yan, ibig sabihin you're less stable. Pag mababa, which is in your case 2.4, then you are emotionally stable, which is good. So, ang next step natin is that we are going to understand what's your current productivity system. And then from there, I will help you craft a good or a better productivity system based on your personality traits. Sounds good?
Yes.
Any insights or surprising things that you have discovered in this activity?
So, syempre una, para lang din sa mga manonood, disclaimer, we know that only professionals should
Yes.
conduct these things such as itong mga evaluations and all. Pero this one, I think, the real purpose why we did these things is for us to, or for Sir Dennis to assess kung ano ba yung kind of personality na meron ka. So, the process that he will curate for you will fit.
Yes.
So, with the things naman that you mentioned na something that I learned or I was surprised to know, first, alam ko naman na I am very extroverted, alam ko naman na I'm very open to new experiences, pero with the other things like conscientiousness, hindi ko talaga in-expected na akala ko before I am really trusting people so much na sometimes nawawala na yung wall ko. Pero ngayon ko lang din na-realize na as years go by, I had built a wall for myself na din. Which is, for me, itong score ko na nasa 8 point something is a good thing. Kasi it means I'm leaving
Balance.
something for myself. Especially itong neuroticism. Sabi mo nga kanina, are you neurotic? And
Sabi mo, yes.
yeah, sabi ko, okay, it's not even a question, it's given. Sabi kong ganon. Kasi nga, parang for me, akala ko magkakaroon ako ng high score. And, kasi parang before naranasan ko talaga magkaroon ng mga anxiety and all. Pero
So, nag-mature ka rin
Yeah.
in a way. Diba?
So, it's cool to know na these years, nakahandle ko na pala yung aking mga emotions properly.
What did you think, what did you think happened? Paano nagbago yung handling ng mga stress and emotions?
Siguro nag-pile up sila, sabay-sabay, na parang yung mind ko nag-fight or flight. I was forced by it. Oo.
Because of
Yes.
mistakes and experiences from the past.
So, yeah, I learned my lesson. I changed because of it. Yun nga, parang lessons learned.
That's good.
Yes.
Very good. Yeah, in my case, when I took assessment, not necessarily this one, yung kay Jordan Peterson, what I have discovered there is that I was not really an introvert. I thought I was
parang
an-
nabanggit nyo nga last time.
Oh. So I learned doon na I was an extrovert, or I am an extrovert. It's just that I choose the people that I want to engage.
Yes,
Or
yes.
So, ibig sabihin, if I know na somehow mahirapan ako makarelate, I'd rather be silent. And then again, I now know how I manage my energy. So it starts with the awareness, and then from there you craft the right productivity system. So doon tayo pupunta. Later.
Yes, I'm excited actually.
Yes, magla-lunch muna tayo.
Excited ako
Sa-
sa lunch. Type.
DDS. Yeah, DTF.
DTF.
DTA goes to DTF. Ganda yung galing ni Andre na.
Alright.
Pakiulit.
DTA goes to DTF.
DTF.
Yun.
What is DTF?
Digital Transformation Academy goes to
Din Typhoon.
Din Typhoon. And then after that, we're gonna go St. Louis. Masarap ang chocolate doon, pero I don't know yung chocolate. Tsaka gelato. And then, we might most likely go to the back room. And the back room yung sa Siang, hindi yung 7-Eleven, yung sa Siang. Katabi ng Umanota. You can eat at Umanota also if you want. Puntahan natin lahat dyan. Alright.
Sabi mo nga, initiate things up.
Okay.
Puntahan natin lahat yan.
Yan. Sorry Mars, di ka kasali.
So true.
Alright, see you later. Alright, so ano na, now in the afternoon, nandito tayo sa St. Louis Cafe. So, pinakain muna natin si
Binusog muna.
Pinusog muna natin si Alet. Hintay ko, tapos nag-coffee sa St. Louis. And then, nag-dessert siya ng question. Kasi ang next question after the assessment, Big 5 personality traits is an assessment naman of how you do things now. Again, you're now the sales and growth partner of DMH Studios.
Yes.
That's the Playground PH. So, as the sales and growth partner, what's your productivity system? And how do you plan for the week? Set goals. And then how you plan for the week. And then how you do your day-to-day.
Oh.
Okay, so setting goals muna.
Mhm. So, for the setting goals, kasi each and every month, meron kasi tayong mga workshops.
2 to 3 workshops a month.
Yeah, a month. So, from there, syempre the goal is to get enrollees. Yes.
Yeah.
And then, from the workshop participants to follow through those people and scrub kung sino yung magkakaroon ng interest sa mga services that we offer. So, 2 goals. First is to get participants with the workshop. The second one is to get those people who are interested with the services that we can nurture. So, I guess that's the goal
Okay.
set in every workshop.
And then, how do you plan for the week?
For the week, syempre ang dami nangyayari within a month eh. So, before each workshop, yung week na yon, meron akong time na allotted to edit the materials. There is also a time that I call people to enroll for the workshop, and then allotted time to send proposals and call people who are
When you say
interested.
allotted time, how do you exactly allot?
Okay. For example, pagpasok ko pa lang, yung mga prayo ko talaga is yung mga collection. May it be yung mga nakausap ko na nurture from other workshops. They're interested with the services. May it be consulting, BPR, coaching. Yan, yung mga goals. Yun yung mga prayo. And then, next is enrollments sa mga workshops. So, tawagan ko din sila. Then, kung merong mga biglaan na isend sa akin si Aldrin calling na for coaching, BPR, mga forms, mga ganyan, na sinasubmit with DTA or DMH Studios, then they are hot leads. Pinaprayo ko na silang tawagan. So, after that, kung sino yung mga tawagan ko and all, i-odo ko na siya. Pero yung odoing or yung pag-CRM, pag-jot down ng mga details sa mga tao na natawagan ko, sometimes I upload them bulk and sometimes right there and then, inaano ko na agad. Doon sa mga nabanggit ko na bulk, kaya siya nagiging bulk kasi, for example, I have already done speaking and sending proposals with clients. Then, yung mga people from the workshops na hindi ko pa na-touch point, so to nurture them, nagsasend muna ako ng SMS. Yan. And then, from that SMS touch point, nagsasend ako ng bulk messages. Pero each message is personalized by name. So, tinaname ko din sila para pag nag-reply sila, alam ko kung sino sila, not just numbers. Yun. So, after that, saka ko inuudo ng sabay-sabay sila. Yun. And then, tapos mga padulo ng hapon, ganyan, printing na ako niyan.
Ano ka?
Printing ng mga na-edit ko na, halimbawa, nung Monday, nag-edit ako ng, what do you call it? Certificates ng attendees. So, mga bandang Tuesday or Wednesday, fulfill ko na yung printing nun. Kasi kung nakuha na lahat ng names of enrollees and all, printing na ako ng Wednesday or Thursday. Then, ng Tuesday naman, since na-edit ko na nung Monday yung pang mga certificates, Tuesday, editing naman ako ng attendance sheets. Until ma-fulfill yun, iiwan ko yung last page para kung hanggang makompleto. Then, on the next day, Wednesday, editing of the materials. And then, basta parang all in all, hanggang every day, meron doon nakatoka na kung ano yung feel ko na gawin. Not necessarily na Monday, certificates lang. Second day, gato lang. Kung ano yung pakiramdam ko na, okay, I feel like doing this thing. Yon. So, I know that I will edit something, pero pinifeel ko pa lang kung alin doon yung mga edit ko. I know that I'm going to print something, pinifeel ko pa kung alin yung mga dapat kong i-print. Pero the definite things are to collect, to follow up, and nurture. Yes.
So, while you're doing those activities day to day, and may mga pumapasok na messages, calls, how do you manage it?
Yun yung binabanggit ko kanina na kung merong sinesend bigla si Algin or may mag-message sa akin, they are hot leads. So, I prioritize them.
Once you dinadrop mo yung ginagawa mo, tapos
Yes.
you just prioritize them. Now, another question is, how do you know if you're meeting your goals or not?
First, syempre, kapag sinabi ng boss na parang hindi natin na-meet.
Okay.
Yan, di ba? Pero, in my case, personally, kapag nakita ko ang aking sheet or yung aking database and na-realize ko na I didn't hit yung target. Yun. Which happened nung first parts nung ako ay nag-work with you. Para mga first parts. Para mga first 1-2 months. Tama ba? And then just recently. Yun nga, parang hindi ako makapagtawagan. Wala akong matawagan ganyan.
How frequent do you check?
Since 3 months ago, every day. Parang each and every day I check, ito. And then I shift some. Yung para masam, shift ko siya. Okay. Okay, ito siya. And then, from day to day, kasi nga, nabanggit ko naman sa inyo, I don't compute things. Then, just recently, I decided to understand the method. And, na-realize ko na kailangan ko palang ma-reach to hit this and that. So, nabanggit ko na rin to sa workmates natin. Ganyan. Kina Camille before na, ano bang tawag doon? I don't really dwell sa commission things and all, sa salary, ganyan, as long as I do things. Pero recently, ayun nga, since nalaman ko yung method, how to calculate things and all, even my KPI, I spoke to Camille and Aldrin to help me do things. For example, if ever may mga kailangang tawagan, send na agad nila sa akin kasi I realized that I needed to hit this range of quota to get a commission. Yon. So, from then and there, kasi before wala akong totaling parang goal and ganyan eh. Kasi hindi ko nga naiintindihan. Nung naiintindihan ko siya, with the help of the team, nakipag-coordinate ako na, ito pala yung kailangan kong ma-hit. So, maybe you can help me to secure this area of responsibility. Yan. So, ganun.
So pretty much I have heard yung mga how you do things, no? And we started with the personality traits assessment. So let's go back there, okay? So ano na ako ngayon? Diagnosis at solution.
Yes,
Okay?
sure.
So, sabi natin kanina, you're high in what? Openness. A little bit high din sa conscientiousness. Though at times there are parang somehow, correct me if I'm wrong, nagpa-fluctuate. May mga times that you miss things. Pero hindi intentional. I know that. Or you make a mistake. Pero you're trying. Okay? So third is extroversion. So mataas din yung extrovert. Fourth, agreeableness. Somehow, medyo balanced. Pero more on the agreeable side.
Yes.
And then neuroticism is you are emotionally stable naman. So isa-isayin natin yan.
Ay,
Himay-himay natin. Alright, so dun sa openness. So meaning, by default, you are creative.
thank you so much.
You cannot stick to one thing kasi gusto mo yung variety. Let's talk about setting goals. Meron kasing one way of setting goal na you set it annually. Na this year, I'm going to hit 10 million worth of sales. Now, if you are open to new experiences, mahirap ng ganun kahaba ka tinatarget. So, to me, you have to shorten it into 3 months. Okay? Hindi rin monthly. Why? Because yung nature of business consulting, at times may sales cycle yan. So, ang sabihin, possibly they are warm ngayon, pero magiging hot yan in 2 months. Possibly mag-close yan
Yes.
in 3 months. So, ang average cycle niyan, especially coaching, business process engineering, about 3 months.
Yes.
So, when it comes to setting goals, ang suggestion ko is that you set it on every 3 months or every quarter. When I asked you kanina, what do you set your goal? What I heard is you set the activities that you will do, but you did not set the goal. Or in other words, the KPI. Okay, the outcome.
Yes.
So meaning, when you are setting a goal, you have to set a particular SMART goal. What is SMART? Has to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Okay, you say specific, then measurable. Pag nasa sales ka, it is sales number. Is it 150,000 a month? 1 million a month? So that's the goal. Di ba? So sabi din sa SMART, yung letter T, time-bound. So is it 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 1 year? Sabi ko nga, since you're high in openness, I don't recommend the 1 year. Okay? Make it 3 months. So in 3 months, my target is to achieve 1.5 million. Something like that. For me to not only hit the quota, but exceed the sales target. Okay. Meron ding notion or concept na moonshot thinking or 10x thing. Pag hinit mo yung 10x your target or yung moonshot thinking na try mo i-hit yung moon, kung hindi mo man siya ma-hit, at least you fall within the stars. Di ba? Meaning, pag mag-set ka ng malaki-laking target, kung hindi mo siya ma-hit, at least it still exceeds your quota. So, that's one. Alright. So, once that you hit that goal, specifically 1.5 million. For example lang, now you have to divide it in chunks. Okay? It can be weekly or pwedeng every other week. Pero pinaka-simple, weekly. Okay. So, magkakaroon ka ngayon ng mathematical equation. So, 500, kung ang conversion rate ko sa 10 leads, sa 100 leads, ako close ko ay 5. So, 5%. Yes.
Yes.
Natin 1.5, di ba? So, 500K a month. So, kung i-equate mo yan, 500 divided by 5%, ang kailangan mong leads. Yung di ba sa leads natin, meron tayong warm, hot, at may potential doon. So, 500,000 divided by
300.
that's 10 million. Ano dapat ng value mo ng lead? 10 million, kung ang average na proposal natin is how much? Sabihin natin 100,000. Average. Kasi meron tayong 500, may 1 million, etc. Pero conservatively, dinidivide ko ito sa 100,000. That's 100 leads. Okay? 100 leads. Ang kailangan mong targetin na makausap o matawagan. So you can hit that 500,000. You say 100 leads, 100 qualified leads. Actually, doon pa lang sa ating Cebu na workshop, 100 na yun.
Yes.
Diba? 100 na yun. So, ibig sabihin, if you will call all of them per month, malaki yung chance na we close 5. Okay. So, for the week, target ko, 100 per month to i-divide ko yan by, and as you know, marami tayong leads.
Yes.
Marami tayong attendees sa workshop. Marami tayo, that's more than 12,000 leads.
Yes.
we should call. So, i-divide ko siya by 4 weeks in a month. So, 25. So, 25. Dapat.
Mahina pala yan.
Pero
Joke lang.
sinasabi ko, yun
Joke lang.
yung practical. Pero sabi ko nga, moonshot thinking. Di ba? Kung isusundin natin yung concept ni a guy named Grant Cardone, search niyo siya, 10x ang iniisip niya. Ang sinasabi niya, if you really want to be a high agency person, you have to multiply 25 to 10. 250. I don't know if it's realistic sa'yo, no? But yun ang concept. Kasi nga, at least, kung hindi mo man may 250, na-exhaust mo lahat ng effort, you might hit, instead of 5 closed accounts, can be 15, 20. Diba? Okay, sabihin na natin, okay, wag 250, masyadong 10x. So, gawin mo lang 5x. 5x of that, how much? 125. So, 125. Ngayon, hit mo siya by 5. That's 25 a day. Diba? So, every day, so, binigyan natin ng formula.
Yes.
By hook or by crook, it should be part of the system na meron akong tawagan at 25 per day. And if I'm able to do that, then I will hit more than 500,000. So, if yung sinabi mo sa akin, if you ask me, that should be your priority. And going back to you as an agreeable person, kasi na pwedeng mag-task lang. Kailangan mo ng tinatawag na time block. Di ba? I-relate ko, you are designed to do time blocking. Why? Because pag hindi ka ng time block, hindi ka makakapag-concentrate on those 25 calls a day. Kasi pag may mga hihingi sa'yo ng pabor or may message sa'yo, lagi kang okay, go, okay, go, okay, go.
Yes.
So you have to do a time block. So paano do it? Do you think how many hours do you need to text and call 25 people a day? How many hours? Yung initiation pa lang huwag mong i-assume na sasagot kasi alam naman natin na
Yes.
karamihan sa kanila hindi sasagot.
Yes.
Pero at least an attempt is a good start.
Yes.
Sabihin mo na sa 25, 5 lang ang sasagot. Okay. Pero yung huwag muna tayo dun sa sasagot. Ilang oras ang kailangan mo, you take na mag-initiate to text and call them. Siyempre, text muna, tapos call.
Text and call. Without 1 hour.
1 hour, so 25. Okay. So, assume natin sa 25, 5 sasagot. Sa isang call, ilang minutes sa tingin mo ang usap ninyo?
Pinakamababa na ang 15, then siguro max of 1 hour.
You have to set a time limit. Masyadong mahaba yung 1 hour.
True.
Okay. That's another thing. You have to be intentional You know? Kasi you have the tendency na pag may activity kang ginagawa, you think that's being productive. It's not. You have to be strategic. Meaning, pag na-hear mo na yung pain point nila, dive deeper and keep. So, you just keep na. These are our offering. Okay, na-hear na namin. But now, if you want to dive deeper dito, then we can book with our consultants like me or si Cheska or whoever. So, kasi just take note na if you do not do, if mas mo hindi mo may hit yung 25.
Yes.
So you have, kailangan mag-timpi ng konti. Di ba? To be strategic and to be intentional. Pero alam mo naman yung objective mo Pero hindi siya effective. Hindi siya efficient. I mean, does it make sense?
Yes.
Oh. So, again, limited to 15 minutes max. So, kung sa 15 minute max, so roughly, ang kailangan mo is 2 hours a day to call, text and call 25 people. So now, assign a time block to that. 10 to 12, hindi ako sasagot ng messages, hindi ako sasagot ng emails, hindi ako sasagot ng mga favors, etc. Maglalagay na ako doon ng sulat sa do not disturb, no? Kasi yun ang priority mo So that you can hit that goal. Because if you do not do that, you will not hit your goal. Get? So 10 to 12, whatever, kung mas, kaya ka tinatanong, saan ka mas productive? Ang challenge lang sa'yo, hindi pwede sa gabi. Kasi walang sasagot sa yung kliyente sa gabi.
So, mga pahapon talaga. Para mga 3, 4, 5.
You have to also empathize with your client.
Yes.
Kasi Pagka ganon, mga stress na yung mga yan. Pagod
Yes.
na yung mga yan. Ako, ang pinakang ideal time dyan, mga 10 to 12.
Which is nangyayari naman po. Dahil every time na meron ako mga makakausap, nagpapaschedule sila ng another call. They always say the next morning around 9, 10, 11.
So, if I will suggest, okay, 8 to 9, magsagot ka ng emails and text. 9 to 10, follow up ka ng collection. 10 to 12, naka-focus ka lang sa outreach. Kasi after that, since you're extroverted, di ba? Magbe-break ka 20 minutes. Yun, it's a good time to mingle with people. Alright? Pagka lunch break, make sure na you're mingling with people. Kailangan yan to get energy.
Yes.
Okay? O kaya sabihan mo si Aldrin, purihin mo nga ako para ako magkaroon ng energy. Give praises to me. Ganda naman ang
Sinamba
buko mo ngayong araw na to.
Sinamba yarn.
Di ba? So, yun. Now, yung ibang parts of what you do, like admin work, printing, etc., gawin mo na yun sa dulo. Mag-time block ka din. Sabihin na natin na 4 to 5, whatever. Pero at least, you're already done for the day pag nakawa mo yung 10 to 12. So that will hit your goal. Just 20% of the 80% of the productivity mo.
Yes.
Gets? So, that's that. Second, mag-alat ka rin ng time of the day since you're high in openness to be creative. At least 20% of your day or 10% of your day, allot it for creativity. Ano ba yun? Creativity? Kung gusto mong magsulat sa white blackboard doon, gusto mong kumanta doon, di ba? Gusto mong compose ng ads for Mentora. Gets?
More on writing.
More of kung ano yung creativity, nag-spark ng creativity mo. Kasi kailangan mo rin yun for your, So, nasagot natin yung extroversion, nasagot natin yung openness. Conscientiousness, I think okay ka naman dun sa part na yun.
Okay ka naman.
Pagdating sa conscientiousness, ano naman yan the way you manage yung mga natawagan mo at hindi. Actually, more of the pagmamanage na yan dun sa CRF funnel. Make sure lang na, okay, when it comes to that, alam mo naman yung sistema dyan di ba, na make sure lang na matag mo kung ano yung nangyari doon sa call, kailan mo siya ulit tatawagan. Yun yung conscientiousness. Para malaman mo kung sino tatawagan mo, titignan mo lang yung mga nandun. Kung yung kayo ng ang call date mo is today. So, yun yung mga tatawagan mo. Yung mga nakalist na call day today. Sorry, multitask ako Hindi nakita ko kasi yung pabango niya, Lelapo. Gusto ko rin.
Yeah.
Layla po.
Malabo kasi. Anyway, gets mo? Make sure lang na organized yung part na yun. Kasi otherwise, at saka yung system mo of flowing yung mga new leads, paano siya gagawing warm, paano siya magiging hot. Diba? I think we don't need to discuss that in detail. Very common sense na yun.
Yes.
Diba? So touch na natin yun. Extroversion nga, which is mingling with people, saka yung, being the energy during meetings. And what else? Agreeableness, sabi ko nga, paglagay ka ng do not disturb or template na pag may hiningi sa yung pabor si Altrit, ito yung sagot mo. Kasi alam mo na time block mo yun. So pwede nakaganon ng phone mo, walang notifications. Kasi that's the only way to meet your 25 calls a day. Yes. And then,
Wait lang. Natawa ko doon. Ganun mo yung phone ko. Paano ako magtawag?
sorry, sa notification, yung phone. Okay. Sa neuroticism naman, I think wala naman masyadong kailangan i-touch dyan because you're emotionally stable. Pero in my case, I do what I call NSDR, non-sleep deep rest.
Papahangin mo na ako sa labas, pwede.
Hindi, nadala na ng hangin sila. Non-sleep deep rest. So, mayroon naman tayong sopa sa office. Kaya ka lang doon. Breathing exercises, etc. I'm also intentional in doing that. Or at a quick nap. So, yun lang naman. So, I think yun yung mga ideas ko dyan. So, beginning of the week, you have to plan kung sino yung mga tatawagan mo, which is 125 people na. Then, sino yung 25. At the end of the week, you have to measure again. Natawagan ko ba talaga sila lahat? If no, ano ba yung mga reason? Bakit hindi? Send na lang. Kasi daming pabor ni Aldrin, kaya gano'n. So, ulit.
Bakit?
Now, you check in naman dun sa goal mo for the 3 months. May hit ko ba siya, etc. So, ngayon, habang hindi mo pa siya, kung gagawin mo pa lang ito, Kung naniniwala ka sa akin at gagawin mo pa lang to, you have to trust in the system. Okay? So, meaning, in the first month at tingin mo hindi pa na-hit, still trust it, 25 a day.
Yeah.
Then, marirealize mo na at the third month, baka dun pumasok lahat. Di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi again, we are basing on the theory that our conversion rate is 5%.
Yes.
Ngayon, pagdating ng third month, lumabas doon na 10% pala. Hindi good. Ang conversion rate sa 125, 12 ang na-close ko. What the heck? Hindi good. Pero kung anong nangyari, 1% pala, conversion rate natin, sa 100, isa lang ang na-close. May problema tayo. Now you tell it to me. Kasi
That's
we
the
have
time.
to...
Do something.
Paano masosolve yun?
You tell it to me. Tanggalin na kita.
The way to solve
Joke lang.
it is we have to change our messaging. May mali doon sa messaging natin. Or sa presyo natin, baka masyadong mahal.
Something is wrong.
The only way we can do that is to have those numbers. Alright? And to have those numbers, we have to log it na 25-25. We have to stick to that. Clear ba?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so we have devised a customized productivity system for Allen. May question now, how do you
Yes.
feel about it?
Of course, I feel excited. Dahil I got to have a
Quite
system
Mm-hmm.
na will help me with how I do things and how I visualize it. Kasi you were right. Ang first thing that always comes to my mind is what are the activities that I have to do for the day, for the week, for the month, that I have to just hit this thing. Pero goal setting is not listing the things that I need to do. Goal setting is aiming for the outcome. And yung outcome na yon, and parang somehow in my personal interest na din na those outcome will benefit me in the future. So how can I get those benefits if I am not setting a goal? If my goal is just to do these activities. So the goal is something that will benefit me. And of course the company as well. So first nurture the company, so the company will nurture me. Yeah.
Yun.
Alright, that's it. Thank you so much.
That's it. Pansit.
Feel free to subscribe, smash the like button.
Smash the like button.
Alright. So, by the way, if you haven't already, check out the link below. Our Prioritize Like a CEO. Nandun lahat ng framework, productivity systems that we have discussed. The personality training assessment, the art of delegation, leadership, strategic planning, and what have you. And then, yeah, stay tuned for our in-person workshops. We started na mag-launch sa Lipa, which is on August 19 and 20.
Yes.
Stay tuned kasi magkakaroon yan sa Manila, sa Pampanga, and Singapore,
Yes. Who knows, maybe
Hopefully.
the next city is your city. Wow.
Canada, and Spain.
Alright.
Thank you so much.